Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here at Fulton Station. Appreciate folks coming. So we have a couple things we want to talk about and announce today. First, you have heard us talk about a major customer service initiative, which is to have, for the first time and permanently, our 2,200 station agents come out of the booth to provide customer service interaction with our customers. And that will be formally rolled out this Thursday. So this Thursday, all 2,200 of our station agents will be permanently out of the booths to provide customer service at all of our subway stations across the system. We've been working very closely with the TWU, our partners, to ensure that our agents are trained, are safe, know what their responsibilities will be, but fundamentally to enhance our customer service throughout the 5 boroughs. We're very, very excited about that. I also want to announce that we are opening 3 additional customer service centers, including the one behind us here today. We're opening them at Fulton Street, as I mentioned, Myrtle Wyckoff, and 74th Street and Jackson Heights, Roosevelt Ave in Queens. It has been our North Star to continue to increase customer service and customer satisfaction, and that is what the team around me, to my left, and all across New York City Transit has been focused on coming out of the pandemic now over a year ago. Yesterday at the board meeting, we talked about customer satisfaction, and those ratings have never been higher in subway, in bus, and in paratransit. We have more work to do, there's no doubt, but I love where we're headed, and I love being with the team that I have around me and throughout this system. They are going to get it done for us. So there's a few folks I want to introduce to just say a few words about our customer focus and what we're focused on, including 2 agents themselves who are on the ground providing that customer service. But first I want to introduce Shanifa Riera, who's our Acting Chief Customer Service Officer and a close partner as we continue to roll out these tremendous initiatives. Shanifa?
Thank you, Rich. We are excited and cannot wait until these station agents are out of the booth and assisting customers in ways that we've been talking about for some time now. So as you can see, the MTA we are wedded to our commitment to making the customers the center of all of our business decisions. And this is evident, as Rich mentioned, with the opening of 3 new customer centers today. Customers no longer have to travel down to Lower Manhattan to access basic services to fulfill their needs, like learning about the reduced fare MetroCard program, switching reduced fare MetroCards to Omni, learning about service alerts, or even accessing wayfinding information. The agents are here to help, and we look forward to our customers coming out, interacting with our agents, engaging them, and utilizing our services. So, these agents are ready to serve. They've been training for months, and we look forward to accessing these services. With that, I'll turn it over to my colleague, Chief Accessibility Officer, Quamel Arroyo.
Thank you so much, Shanifa. Good morning. It is truly a pleasure to be here today announcing this expansion of our customer service centers out in the community. Far gone are the days where everybody had to schlep down to 3 Stone Street to receive basic services. And it is an honor to know that these services are now in the communities all throughout the 5 boroughs, particularly serving New Yorkers with disabilities who really had, some of whom had a hard time struggling to try to get to downtown just to get basic services. In addition to that, yesterday at committee, you heard me talking about our redefining of accessibility here at the MTA. Well, this is what it looks like. Expanding these services out to the community is also part of our new definition of accessibility, meeting our customers where they are at and not having to tell them to come down to 3 Stones, come to us to get the services that you need. In addition to the mobile sales vans that we have out there, these service centers are going to be a game changer to all the customers who want to interact with us, who have questions, particularly as you heard from Shanifa, customers who want to be part of our reduced fare program, customers who want to sign up for Omni, including customers with disabilities, customers who use reduced fare, who are now open to Omni in the first ever of its kind open loop payment system. So truly, it is a pleasure for me to be here announcing this expansion and this new definition of accessibility at the MTA. There's a lot that we're doing, If you go out to Atlantic, you'll be seeing the whiteout gates that have been installed there. Tuff and Archer is coming later on next week. But really, this is a new day at the MTA on how we deliver service. Unas palabras en español para nuestros televidentes latinos. Para mí es un honor estar aquí hoy anunciando esta expansión de nuestros centros de servicio para el cliente. Ya estamos olvidando los días que todos los clientes que necesitaban algún servicio adicional tenían que venir al 3 de Stone Street para tener esos servicios. Hoy anunciamos nuevos centros de servicio en la comunidad. En adición a los vans que van a todos los condados, ese horario está en el website y pueden ver cuándo nuestros vehículos están en su comunidad, pero también tenemos esos nuevos centros de servicio con nuevo entrenamiento para nuestros oficiales que están ahí para darle ayuda y asistencia a todos los neoyorquinos, especialmente neoyorquinos envejecientes, neoyorquinos con discapacidad y todos los turistas que necesitan adicionar información. Para mí es un tremendo honor estar aquí dándole una nueva visión, una nueva definición a lo que es el acceso de la MTA. Muchas gracias. Rich.
Great. No, thanks, Q, for that. Before I invite up Keith and Matthew to say a few words, station agents, that will talk a little about their experience. I do want to acknowledge Demetrius Critchlow, who's the Senior VP of Subways. He and his team are getting it done, not only in customer service, but also terrific service. Jim Compton's here, Sheila Huston's here, a number of the members of the GSM team. So I just want to acknowledge that this takes a village to move a 47,000 person organization in the way we're doing it. So again, thank you to the team here. I want to have Keith and Matthew come up. First, Keith. He's been here 7 years, mainly works at Myrtle Wyckoff, correct? Although I saw him a couple weeks ago at Grand Central. And so we had a good chance. I mean, he's excited about coming out of the booth to give customers a direct customer service, but I'll let him speak for himself. He's one of our best. Keith Fred, come on up.
Grand Rising, good morning. Buenos dias. Bonjour. These are all the different greetings that I have, and I'm learning more every day. We speak to so many different people, and coming out of the booth, this is a great help because we need to communicate more with the people, and we're introducing a new system, and it's good that we be hands-on with that. There are a lot of folk that are out here, they're interested, but yet some are hesitant at joining on to Omni. But it's our duty to make things a little bit more easier, effective, and efficient. I appreciate the opportunity, and I hope to see y'all again. Thank you.
I love it. Learning language, the language of hello, which is perfect, given all the languages we have using our system. Matthew Patrick has been with us 1 year today. Congratulations. The future of New York City Transit. He's generally out at Atlantic Ave and Barclays, if I'm correct. But we're excited to have him say a few words about his experience, but also excited to welcome him now on his 1 year anniversary. So congratulations. Come on up.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Good morning. As he said before, I've been here 1 year. I love the job. I'm at Atlantic Avenue, Barclay, and my experience outside of the booth, I'm happy to be out the booth. Let's just get to it. I'm happy to be out of the booth. I felt confined in there, and I felt like I couldn't get to the customer to help them properly. So now that I'm outside of the booth, I can interact with them. I can guide them to where they need to go. I can give them the information that they really need, show them what they need to know. At Atlantic Barclay, instead of just being at the MVMs, I like to go into what they call the fishbowl. That's down there, and you'd be surprised at how many people they don't know where they're going. And my presence down there is such a major help to them. They're just so ecstatic to have me down there. So I love transit. And they've been good to me this 1 year, so that's my experience. All right?
So Matthew and I will be retiring together since we've both been on the job a year. So I think with that, we're happy to take questions. Mr. Minton.
Yeah, Andrew Siff right
Andrew Siff.
Yes, two questions. One for Mr. Davey. I think when we previewed this a couple months back, you talked about keeping the booths as either a safety option for the agents and/or a place where they can take a break. So, are you ripping out the booths in any stations? And if not, just walk us through what
Sure.
you do.
Yeah, so we're not taking the booths out in the stations, as you said. It's a place for an agent to be able to take a break, fill out some paperwork. There's also an iPad in there, telecommunications to get back to the RCC, for example, to report issues. So no, the booth will still be part of the agent's overall toolbox, if you will, but the expectation is the agents will spend the vast majority of their time out in the fair array, so close to the booth, but outside the booth, helping customers with the MVM machines, the new Omni, obviously machines coming soon, and to provide directions. I mean, I think as Patrick said, if you're not a New Yorker, this can be a complicated system, and so being able to provide that sort of hands-on and very direct customer service is going to be important.
The second question is the customer service centers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're at a station like 465 of them that don't have those, is your best approach, if you have a question about how to get around, to look around for one of the booth agents who will then be out on the platform somewhere, or what should riders be doing?
I think riders should be doing what they do every day, right? Which is to talk to the station agents who are in the booth or now coming out of the booth, the cleaners. I mean, we have a couple of thousand station cleaners who, believe it or not, are also answering lots of questions, which is terrific. We have the help point systems, of course. Obviously, we have digital screens now with information, and customers should enjoy any number of great apps. We have our own, and there are other third parties who put out some pretty good apps too in terms of directions and whatnot. So I think this is going to enhance the information we're able to provide our customers.
Right, over here, Johnny Fernandez with WABC Eyewitness.
Cool. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, good morning. So a question regarding safety for the agents that are going to be patrolling the area. So in regards to that, I know safety was a big question the last couple of months. So how is that going to be approached, to make sure that they're safe at all times?
Yeah, so we've been working very closely with the TW and our partners in labor to ensure that has happened. So we'll be out, management and labor, walking and interacting with the agents as we have been leading up to this Thursday. Obviously, we've told our agents if there are any issues, they should be phoning them into our rail control center, or at worst calling for police assistance if required. Eventually, all of our agents will have MTA issued cell phones, which will provide them information about service, for example, so they can convey that. And again, if they need to report an issue, they'll have the ability to do that. We want to make this a safe environment. Obviously, having the police in the stations as well is important. But as I've said, our station cleaners are out every day in the station environment and working largely and very safely. So that's the expectation. If there's an issue, we want them to de-escalate or retreat to the booth if they have to. But the bottom line is safety is going to be top for our people.
All right, Greg Blocker over there, Pix 11.
Hey, President Davey. One of the issues I've reported on for years is my MetroCard doesn't work. I got to send it in. Is this something that could be at one of the customer service centers?
Yes.
And how would somebody handle somebody saying, "Hey, my MetroCard"?
So the agent will be able to help someone with that, potentially help them fill out a form, for example. But what I hope the agents are really going to do, and I'm happy to help you, is move off that MetroCard and onto Omni, right? So I think cross-marketing our Omni system is going to be a big part of what our agents are doing. The beauty is now over 40% of our customers in subways are using Omni on a daily basis. So I'd love to take your MetroCard from you and show you how to use Omni.
All right, anybody else have an on-topic question? Evan's got the first on-topic. Evan Simcoe Bednarski from the Daily News.
Indeed.
And before you get to that, we're joined by, that's Jason Nisanoff from the
Oh, hey,
CW
Jason. I'm sorry.
Forgive me. This is it's not a New York City Transit question. It's a railroads question.
I'm going to forgive you. You said forgive me, so I was
it's a
acknowledging.
railroads question. I can
Okay.
I can talk to you later, Tim.
Okay.
Okay, and let's go back to Andrew. You said you have an on-topic. Is that right?
Yeah, I saw that Jano addressed the idea that the Second Avenue subway stations for the next phase might be reconfigured based on questions about financing. I know that's a bigger ticket item, but on the subway side of it, do you have any insight on whether the designs have been decided on and whether it might be scaled down a little bit?
I mean, I do not. I know that the chairman has asked our construction development team to look at all the cost structures for Second Avenue subway to make sure that it's both the right size and right experience for our customers, but it's also cost efficient. So we'll obviously be involved as those develop, but I have every confidence in Jamie Torres Springer and his team that they'll design the right sized stations to make sure we have stations for the future, right, as those neighborhoods continue to grow.
All right, I think we're good here with the questions, right? Nobody else? Great. We're done a ribbon cutting, big giant golden scissors at the customer service center. Thanks, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Perfect. Awesome.
Shanifa, scissors, Demetrius, can you get your scissors, please? Give one to the gentleman over here, one for Rich Dave. We're going to be up where the podium was, okay? We're just going to stretch it right here, right up here, guys. Scissors to Shanifa, yeah. So, let Kumel hold one side, please. Matthew, why don't you hold the other side of the ribbon right over here. Let's face it this way, please. Face it. No, Matthew, come out here. Come out here. There you go. Right there should be good. A little bit your direction. Can you go? That's it. All right, we good, guys, on the shot? Everybody's good with the shot. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo!
Well done.
All right, thanks, everybody. John.